It's grilling season, baby, and Palmer's Direct-to-You Market is bringing the heat. 900 Jefferson Road in Henrietta and online at palmersdirecttoyou.com. Grill warriors, fire up those flames. Palmer's Direct-to-You Market is your one-stop meat and seafood paradise this summer. Whether you're hosting the block party of the year or just treating yourself to some backyard sizzle, Palmer's has exactly what you need to own the grill. Say hello to the homemade fresh trio blend slider patties on special. 3 ounces each, packed with Palmer's signature in-house mix of certified Angus beef chuck, sirloin, and brisket. Build your own slider flight and explore bold new flavors like the ridiculous blend patties. Yes, they're as ridiculously good as they sound. Available in full size or slider size because your grill deserves options. Hooked on seafood? Well, then dive into the fresh mahi-mahi fillets at Palmer's Direct-to-You Market, just $13.99 a pound. Or grab a 2-pound bag of farm-raised tail-on cooked shrimp for only $14.98 a bag. That's protein-packed summer snacking done right. Even if you think you've mastered the flame, Palmer's is here to keep you humble and helpful. Check out palmersdirecttoyou.com for grilling tips, steak secrets, grill maintenance hacks, and more. Because greatness starts with guidance. So let's make this the greatest grilling season ever. Head to Palmer's Direct-to-You Market, 900 Jefferson Road in Henrietta, or visit palmersdirecttoyou.com. Meat, seafood, skills, sauce, sizzle, it's all here at Palmer's Direct-to-You. Now go forth and grill like a legend.
When your old career gives you lemons, throw in some ice, mix in some vodka, and call it a podcast. From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport and driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Thanks for getting your pot on. Thanks for telling a friend. Thanks for spreading the word. Thanks to Laura for coming in tonight. Matt for coming in from BTV, bringing the pickle pizza, which we love. What's the spice on there?
That's a Cajun Ranch.
Oh, man, that really is. Yeah. I don't remember that in the last one. I'm sure it was there.
Different.
Oh, it's different?
Time, yeah.
Oh, I like this.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we had the bacon and the Cajun Ranch.
Really
I've
good.
never had pickle pizza. I may have to try a bite of it.
Yeah, have a piece.
Well,
a bite.
I got my salad.
You'll eat like half of that. Bring it home. It'll be there tomorrow. The soldier is here as well.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I know. I feel bad because I don't know how to talk about this with everybody here, but I figured I kind of have to. My dad passed away last Friday. So from the end of June to the beginning of July, I had gone up there to help move him to a higher level of care. He was calling everybody saying, I'm dying tomorrow or I'm dying in the next 2 days, which I poked fun at. And I think maybe he did know. I don't know. But then he fell, and it was, just a couple of days. I think my brother had just dropped his kids off. So I think my brother and sister-in-law were looking forward to 2 weeks, no kids, because they were going to sleepaway camp for 2 weeks straight. And I think they were like, you know what I mean? Dad settled. Yeah. My brother has been amazing in all this. And really throughout my dad's life, it was kind of the guy who tried to help him and save him from time to time. And so I thought they were probably ecstatic to have the 2 weeks. And then my dad falls, breaks his hip badly and his femur. And we were saying, well, maybe we don't do surgery. And they're like, he'll never even sit up again. So you got to do surgery. So they did the surgery, and then he got aspiration pneumonia, where you kind of aspirate your own spit and stuff into your lungs, your own fluids. And then he had a UTI, which was kind of it fucks up your brain, right? Yeah. So from there, they were going to put him in ICU, and I think he was ripping stuff out. My brother said to me, he goes, I've never walked into a hospital and just seeing someone laying completely naked on the bed with nothing on them. Man. Like no sheet, no anything. And I think the morphine was making him hot, and he's picking at stuff. So then they're like, they called my sister-in-law one morning and said, we're pretty sure he's dying. You better get over here. So my sister-in-law did. My brother calls me and goes, you may want to get up here. So I made arrangements to fly out, and my sister, again, everybody's dropping everything. We had just been there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now you're there, and you go up, and by this point, they said, we're going to move him to hospice, and all we're going to do is make him comfortable. So that means no food, no water. Okay, so this is Friday, and he lasted to the following Friday. Yeah.
The full week.
Full week with no food, no water, just morphine and a little oxygen tubes in his nose, just the tiniest little thing that was. So
Was he coherent?
No, he
Okay.
was unconscious the entire time.
Okay.
And so you get up there. Hospice care is amazing, but there's still more shit to be done. You know what I'm saying? Now all the stuff that we moved in before, we got to get the fuck out of there.
Right.
All his clothes, all his everything. Then there's, trying to figure out his bank accounts and what's happening there. And my brother was pissed because he's the power of attorney, and he kept saying, Dad, we've got to get to the bank physically because of elder scams.
Yep.
You got to have someone with you.
Yep.
Right? I can't. So he never did that. So everything will go to pro. It'll all work out. It's no big deal. But, so we went up there. Well, I guess the last gift my dad gave us was the three of us together, me, my brother and sister, no kids around, right? My brother's kids are gone to sleepaway camp. My sister's kids are down in the D.C. area. One's at a sleepaway camp. One's with her father. And I sent Jameson to his mom in Alabama. And so there was no worry about any of that shit. You're home from his day. There was a night where we sat up till 3 a.m. on the dock just drinking and laughing our asses off. Laughing. And like, so much so that I'm not proud of this, but the next day we were going to hospice, and there's a little one of those, a brewery right near them, and it also has food, really good food. So we went in there for lunch, and the lady goes, what do you want to drink? I go, I really can't. I can't have not a thing. So I don't. My sister then drives us to hospice, and we get up to the entrance of the hospice, which is in a neighborhood. It's like you wouldn't even know. Yep. It's set down. It's beautiful, right? It's all calm. I go out, and I freaking Ralphed Matt. I went all over hospice. And then I'm going, if anybody says anything to me, I'm going to be like, I am so upset about my dad.
Yeah, no,
I am so upset about my
Yep.
dad. I puked like under trees, and my sister's doing like another circle. She goes, are you okay? I go, nah, I'll meet you in there. Just go.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Bad.
That's some heavy drinking right
Oh,
there.
it was, I probably had... I could have had 18 beers, 20 beers by the time it was done, but it was just steady.
Yeah.
Just steady.
Yeah.
Yeah. No shots, no anything, and just beer. But that's heavy after a
a
while.
lot.
You know what I
God,
mean?
yeah.
And it wasn't Guinness.
I was going to say,
It was something from the West Coast, and then I think we went to Kansas, and then like a summer. They're making these summer beers, which are lighter, right, to compete with probably Coors Light and whatever everybody else would go to naturally. And so that's all. It might have been summer days. I don't even know. I just know that I was drinking, and at one point I went, oh boy, I think I gotta stop, because it was just sitting right about here, just sat there. So I did. I wind up puking. But all I can say about this whole experience, and I will get into a little bit of detail with it. It was, and as my sister said, there are things in life that are the most ordinary and extraordinary. And by that, she's like, everybody has children. It's ordinary. She's like, but when you have the kid, it's extraordinary to be in there to watch that happen. And the same thing, everybody's going to die. Everybody has lost somebody. This isn't new, and it's, you know what I mean? It's like, everybody's gone through it. But it was extraordinary in your own way. So we weren't sure what to do. We thought that he would pass by Tuesday or Wednesday. Mm-hmm. So the plan was the three of us would be there. My mom would probably come up, maybe a few friends, and we would have my dad wanted a church service, and he wanted a big party. So the church service we were going to do, he had a priest up there that he had become friendly with. He wanted to have that guy. I think it's Episcopalian, so the guy's married, but they still refer to him as a priest.
Yeah.
or whatever it is. And so he had met with my dad. My dad had gone to his church when he lived up there before. He met with him when we were there originally, made all his plans, came to see him before the surgery when he first fell, came and spent some time with him in the hospital. He was still kind of lucid then. And so the plan was we would have him, not embalm him. He wants to be cremated, but we would have the church service. We would have people there, and that would happen. Well, now he goes till Friday. The priest goes on vacation. So now we're all going back because it's Saturday, and he had to be embalmed. And now all the grandkids are home from camp. So everybody's going to try to descend. I'm not even sure if my sister can actually make it back, but that doesn't mean anything. But you wonder, like, what are they hanging on to, and can they hear you, and can you do all this? And we went in there, and we were, throughout the week in hospice, they were wonderful, but we would talk to him. Hey, Dad, I'm here. I love you. Hey, remember this? We would tell stories. Remember when you did this? Remember when I did this? We actually sang silly songs he would sing to us as kids one day, right? And then we're wondering what's going on. So we were trying to convince, and not that he needed to be convinced, but he's 81 years old himself, my uncle who lives in Park City, to come. And my uncle was, I think, a little bit hesitant in that he thought, oh, if I get there and it's already
happened,
I can't see it, So I think there was that. He did come. Okay. He and his wife came. They spent time with him, talking to him and all this. This whole thing, by the way, this whole experience, I want to do like a serious podcast about euthanasia, because I think at some point it's like, because my uncle my uncle's going, this is criminal.
There was no quality of
pets,
life,
right? It's just morphine and air, right? And they keep going, well, your dad had to be one strong guy. Yeah, he was a runner for years ago, and then he had some his little bat blue period, and then came out of that and never drank again, and was riding his bike so he always exercised. So he had a strong heart, but I don't know. I don't know if he was hanging on for his brother. He hardly made any real noises, and when my Uncle Joe came in, he's like, all of a sudden he's like, "Roar!" And my uncle's like, I don't think he. And his wife had been a nurse, and I'm like, I'm not sure. We haven't seen that the entire time. They were going to leave on Friday. Of course, again, we get to have nice dinners together and hanging out, in the pond, drinking, going over to where my brother runs the hotel, which is absolutely gorgeous, the Cliff House. And then my uncle sends a thing saying, we're heading out. We stopped to see your dad at hospice, and he looks okay. And we're all looking at each other going, we can't go much longer with that. Like, what the fuck are we going to do? So at this point, my sister and my sister-in-law, because I don't really do anything, looked online and saw that, maybe remove the oxygen. And that hospice would be willing to do that. It's not cruel and it's not bad. It's just, and then maybe things will slow down. So we had to move all the furniture out, because here's something that's weird. If you have a loved one who's in an assisted living center and you want to donate their furniture, there are companies that'll come pick it up, but they can't go in the room. So
really?
So we had to get it all out to the atrium or in front of the place and off to the side. Don't forget, they still have people, a lot of walkers coming through, you know what I mean? This and that. Like at one point, this time, again, I ran into a gurney. The first time it was a funeral home coming to pick up a body. Same piece of fucking furniture, Matt. This time, it's a guy on a gurney waiting to be taken to an ambulance.
What the
Nothing to see here, buddy.
Like, oh my
You're
God.
fucking waiting a minute for your ambulance. I gotta get my shit out of here.
Sorry, but we're like in the door. It's like
the facility that he had been living in.
Yeah.
They want to take it as a donation.
No, I mean they had no. They have everything. Even his books and stuff. They're like our library's full.
Okay.
And he had weird. He had weird books. He had a lot of dictionaries and dictionary of probably dictionaries he didn't even know existed. And I don't mean that in any snobby, intellectually weaponizing way. But who's ever heard of the Oxford Regional Dictionary of Slang?
You should have brought it
Did
back
not
with
know
you.
that. Did not know that existed.
Do you understand? Like, who would?
Right.
I wouldn't. I mean, he had it, and he used to tell us. He would give us words like the pizza crust with the delicious pizza from BTB. The crust, if you left it there, is called an ort, O-R-T. And my father used to always go, you guys going to eat your warts? Like, it just, he sounded nuts.
Yeah.
But that was my dad.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we get everything out. I had stopped for lunch. So I'm one beer in for the day. And then my brother's going to meet us at their house after work. And, we're going to change. We have a couple more beers. We pack up the cooler and we go up to hospice. And on the way, we're all saying, we're all good to take the oxygen out. Everybody agree? Mm-hmm. Everybody says yes. We get in there, and the nurse comes walking in behind us, and she says, we're going to flip them. So if you want to step out, meaning that they kind of wash them down. What they do is they rotate them, right? So they're going to rotate them, and that's part of the reason he had pins and rods put in. Didn't serve him anything other than, but he would have been in. I don't think they could have done that, right, to just move him. So they say that, and then she comes back. She goes, we're all set. Do you have any questions? And my brother and I look at my sister, and she goes, oh, great. Like, none of us wanted to say anything.
Yeah.
Right.
So she said, what do you think? And the nurse said, well, yeah. And my brother goes, not the question you were expecting.
Yeah.
And she said, no. She said, it can be a rapid decline if we take it out. And again, it's just two little things. It's not a mask.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a ventilator. It's just, and she said, the medicine he's on is helping him breathe. It's opening up his lungs a little bit, and the morphine is helping with pain. So yes. So I guess there was a couple of medications. Within 5 minutes, he was gone. Yeah.
So you were all there, though?
All three of us and my sister-in-law stood there. Well, it got quite emotional, as you can imagine. And we, and then it got kind of quiet, and you're just staring at him, and you're watching, like, you're just watching this. And this is the extraordinary part. Ordinary, it happens everywhere. I just never seen anybody, like, literally leave. So, we're sitting there, and you can see kind of the pulse in his neck, and my sister said, we should do something. We should sing something. And she started singing Amazing Grace, and my brother and I joined in, and then my brother goes, I don't know the second verse.
See, I don't know the words.
Yeah, I don't know the second verse. So we sang it, and then I swear to God, by the time we were done,
He had passed.
it was gone. And I stood there, I go, he's gone. And we stood there for a second. I waited like what I thought was appropriate amount of time. And I go, I'll go get the nurse. And my brother goes, let's give it a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Let's hit everything. And it was amazing to watch as the color, like your lips are no longer red. The color's gone. Like it's just gone. And then slowly I go, oh my God, that happened so fast. It was like somebody just turned you off. It was really strange. And so we went and got the nurse, and she said, okay, give us a minute. We're going to put him on his back. And then, and kind of problem, they had to declare him dead, right? They can't, because I can come, he's dead. Maybe not. And then they call the funeral home. Funeral home's going to be 40 minutes to come out to get him. So, and then of course they're going, do you want more time with the body? And we're looking at each other like, no, we've had plenty of time. But
we've had all week with it.
We've had all week.
Yeah,
we all talked, and we went over even then, and kind of gave him a kiss and said, and then they kind of put him in the bag and come out, and then the funeral. This poor girl, she's on call on a Friday night, and my dad wasn't he was not overweight at all or anything at this point. It hasn't been for probably the last 15 years. But he's taller than me by an inch. He's 6'2", and he's about 195 pounds, 190, 195. It's a lot of dead weight, you know what I mean? And it's not evenly distributed. So I was wondering how, and she's this little girl. So then she comes and she says, because my brother is in Maine, he's the contact, and he gets like this plastic rose, and we're so sorry for your loss. It's like this rose and this other thing. So meanwhile...
That's corny.
While we were waiting for them, it was. Yeah. While we're waiting for them,
would a real one been better? You think?
I have no idea. I just think nothing. Like, what am I going to do?
You don't do nothing at that point.
But it was. I guess that's what they. I don't know. So we're sitting there, and they called. We had called my mother, and my mother, without trying to reveal too much, I was a 10-pound baby. She had an episiotomy, ovulating, and things would cause problems and be painful. So it was 5 years till my sister, and then my brother came after that. And my mother said my biggest fear was that on my poor, I think she texted it, on my poor Billy would be this. You would have nobody by the deathbed. I'm so glad you were all there. So my brother puts the rose in his mouth, snaps a selfie, and goes, Billy wasn't alone, and I got the rose. So there was still a sense of humor.
Yeah.
It was still nice. Problem is that, now we're all going back. It's almost like my father used to make this joke, like, I would never want to be a pain to my family or whatever. I'm getting the phrase wrong. But so that was it. I don't know. I don't know that it's really hit me necessarily. I think that I know Matt has lost a parent. I know that you've lost both your parents.
And like I said, I mean,
I don't know what it's like.
Well, to me, like I was telling you when I came in, it was kind of like you're sad, but there was a relief to it.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean?
They're never going to be able to. Like,
Right.
that was the thing where I'm going, at this point, you wish you could almost be the doctor to up the morphine a little bit and just let them go.
And in to answer your thing, when my mother passed, I was in Old Forge with Matt, and so she waited until I got home. She died probably a few hours later after I got home. So yeah.
They
There
say
is
that they
something.
do that.
I think that's true.
I know someone who's a death doula, actually.
Yeah,
And
I've heard of that.
I've talked to her because
She's so much fun at parties.
she's in the women's business owner group with me, but I haven't lost a parent, but I lost my stepdad last year.
Right,
And
that's
he had gotten approved for in-home hospice that day. My mom had been his caretaker. My mom was leaving that night. She was just going to go out with her friends to go see a show at like RBTL, and my stepsister was staying with her. And as soon as she walked out the front door, my stepdad passed. And they were like, he did not want to die in front of my mom.
Yeah.
Like, he had like loved her too much dignity to pass in front of my mom, that as soon as she left, he passed away.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There was something somewhat. Now look, not all death is the same. Right? I think Malcolm Jamal Warner drowned.
Is that how he died?
Yeah, in Costa Rica. I think he got caught up in a rip current or something. I don't know. Sad. Beautiful spot to go, but sad. But so that just sounds horrible. This was like almost
Peaceful?
Beautiful.
Yeah,
in
no,
its
I
own
think-
fucking way.
Right.
Forgive me, but it was like almost beautiful that we were all, the three kids were there.
Yeah.
You got to hug each other.
And that's, it
was amazing.
You do get to like when my mom called that my papa had passed, like the whole family showed up. We all had a drink like in his honor. My stepbrother poured a Captain and Coke and put it in Papa's hands, and like because he passed sitting in his spot and everything, and it was nice to all sit there. I mean, it's strange when you're in
when it's your person, right?
Of like a dead body, but
Right.
like it was a Saturday night that he passed. It took them hours to come and get them.
I think
to
the
come and get
Irish
him.
used to prop you up in the corner next to the keg, and that was the wake. I think.
I want to be surprised, like his said with you walking
I've never
in
fucking
tonight.
heard that before.
No,
but
many years ago. I think there were pictures that I saw, and they were Irelanders, but they would do I don't.
that's great.
Yeah, you could, I guess.
After your dad had a few too many blues,
But
just looks dead.
after losing people at such a young age, when my mom went to pass, it wasn't as devastating as because she's supposed to. I mean,
Yes.
She's supposed to.
That's what I mean. Like that's where it's ordinary. Like
Right.
nothing's out of alignment here. It's not a child
Right.
dying before a parent. It's the order of life.
Yeah.
Not that I want to happen, but yeah, that's the order of life. And you were young when your dad passed?
No, it was 2009, so I was in my 30s.
Okay. And how about you?
I was 24.
Yeah. See, it's like, here's what I'm waiting for. Oh God, I got to tell Dad that. And then realizing that he's not there. That's
the worst.
That's what I'm waiting for. And
That's the
I
worst.
think that'll happen. And
I think it's hard when you get the ashes too. If he's getting cremated,
He's
and
gonna
if
get
you
cremated,
some of
but
the ashes, like
yeah.
that's sort of that's a gut punch.
Yeah. And he said to us, I want a big party, but give everybody time to really mourn me. Really miss me. He was going to be 80 in October, so we think we're going
That's
to do
still
it.
young. That's still young, though.
It is by today's standards, and you're not the only. I was out to like I don't know, tequila and snacks, I guess we'll call it, over on Winton or Merchants. Anybody been over
Tavos?
Tavos. Anybody been there?
Yeah, it's great there.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
yeah.
Yeah. how did I know it? It must have been something that was said in here. But a person who was a funeral director was there and said, that's still pretty young.
Yeah.
And I went, good. Maybe I'm gonna last more than 24
I mean,
years.
it is.
Do you want to, though? That's the question.
I don't know.
It is only 6 years older than,
Oh my God. Oh
It
my
is.
God.
And
I know what
I'm
you're
not
saying.
anything. I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm just saying that I don't think of 80 as an older age, I guess.
Well, we know you don't think it's
We're
old.
done.
Right. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
You're still on the F's.
Oh, this is great.
That was amazing.
Oh, that's
I didn't think
funny.
Mark would be the one to bring up the age of anybody.
I know. I do feel like, though, it can put a lot of life into perspective. Like, since my stepdad passed, I'm trying to do more with my mom. Like, I invited her on a summer vacation in a couple of weeks with us, because it can happen unexpectedly, too.
I think that's. I agree. I agree. I think I don't know if you live this way, Matt, but all the things you and Natalie do together, the places you go, it looks like you have fun while you can.
I've done that. I've learned that.
Yeah, I
not
really
only,
believe
not
that.
only from losing a wife that was
Yes.
27, but
Yes.
also losing so many classmates over the last 20 years.
Yeah.
I think we lost one of our class. Well, one got killed in school. He got hit by a car, but we've had a couple from cancer in their 30s, and so it was just like, you know what? You're obviously going to save for tomorrow, but you're also going to enjoy today.
Yeah.
Right, because you can't take it with you.
Yeah.
Because that's when my dad died. The only thing on was a hospital gown. That was it.
Yeah.
Like there was nothing else there. The big leather chair don't mean shit. You know what I mean? Well, all the books, the memories, the this. I mean, and my poor brother's got a lot of stuff in his garage still.
I can only
You
imagine.
should hire an organizer to
Oh
help.
yes. You want to go to
travels-
This is literally what
travels
I
the
do
Maine.
all the time. Like, I'm in the assisted living. That's why I'm asking, because a lot of the places around here, when someone passes or moves to a higher level of care, they will use their bookshelves, desks, beds for the next resident who comes in and
okay.
needs
Yeah.
it. So,
I don't know. I think everybody here was bringing their own, but I don't know how it works.
yeah.
That's the thing. All right. BTB, Wood Fire Pizza and Grill. I will say, no, hang on.
Hell of a segment
No,
for
no,
this.
no, hang on. Here's what I was
Those
going to say
assisted
is
living folks
So good it'll
really
kill you.
love it.
you can cater your after funeral party, right?
Which we have.
Yes.
We've done that.
I know.
We're doing one tomorrow.
You're doing a funeral. Are you?
Yeah, we have one
Look,
at the party room.
I didn't even know that. And
Are they
then
having
the
sausage,
party
peppers,
room,
and onions? Can I go?
that's really good. It's to die for.
Our celebration of death. I don't know.
But that back room is perfect.
Yeah, we've
It's
done a lot
perfect
of them
for
there.
those things. Yeah.
And unfortunately, a couple of my friends had lost their moms, and we've done those there too. So
Yeah.
that's always nice because you give back to somebody.
Yes.
But it's nice. It's tough. It's the toughest time in somebody's life, I feel like.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
And if you can give them a little comfort and a little happiness, and,
Yep.
that
Yeah.
helps.
Well, you're very good at doing that. The pickle pizza has been upgraded. It is so good. It was really good before, but I bit into it this time, and I go,
Just a
man,
little
this
Cajun ranch, just enough kick.
Cajun ranch, little
It's
bacon.
one of the best dressings we make too.
Yeah.
It was on the Southwest salad. It's so freaking good.
What made your son? It was your son who goes,
Yeah.
let me try this.
Yeah. He comes up all kinds of shit. Before we went away, he figured out how to do a stuffed bread, which was kind of cool, in a wood-fired oven.
Wow.
Yeah, just from playing around. Kid's pretty talented. I
Yeah.
don't think he realizes it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep him humble.
too late for that.
But what about? And then when's the concert's coming up?
Yeah, the 16th, August
16th. Okay, so we got just a couple of weeks, and it's the Zach Bryan tribute band,
Yep, them
and
and
then
M80s.
M80s.
Yep.
That is going to be
It's gonna be huge. Yeah.
enormous.
As long as the weather holds up,
I think it will.
it should.
Yeah, it's been fairly. I mean,
Yeah, that means it'll definitely rain that week.
Well, you sold your boat, so
Yeah, it should be good, right?
Yeah.
oh, you did sell it?
Yeah, so
After you sold the boat,
Congratulations.
if you've noticed, it has not rained since.
that's why I should buy a snowmobile. It would never snow.
Oh, yes.
You know, 2 years ago, I purposely my buddy wanted me to go out snowmobiling. He goes, "You'll love it." I said, "I hate the cold. I'll hate it." I bought the snowmobile outfit, the boots, everything, gloves. Didn't ever buy the helmet. Never got out once. There was never enough snow for him to go out once. He
Oh,
goes, "Fuck you.
sure, yeah.
Sell your stuff. You're never."
And he's blaming you for the
Yeah.
fact. That's funny. That's
Yeah.
very funny. All right, we'll take a moment. Only because it was everywhere, and I have some connection to the story. But
I know.
I know what you're talking
I
about.
know exactly. It's my
Everybody does.
entire Instagram feed.
Why do I know?
It is my personality.
Kiss cam.
yeah, the kiss cam.
Oh,
We'll
The
get you
CEO.
called.
that happened to me once in Buffalo.
Well, we'll hear all about it right after this. Oh, I see you have random, rusty, ridiculous scrap metal all throughout your garage. I know that scene. Holding on to that extra siding from 2008? Come on. Pack up that garage mess and roll it down to Premier Metal, Rochester's #1 choice for scrap. We're talking metal from auto jobs, plumbing, HVAC, roofing, siding. If it's shiny, bendy, and mysteriously dented, they want it at Premier Metal. You know that metal shelf that attacked you in 1998? Get rid of it. At Premier Metal, they offer the best prices. This is a scrap metal commercial, not a spelling bee. Aluminum siding, electric motors, car wheels, copper wire, steel, sheet metal, 300 series stainless steel, auto batteries, lead, and even your ex's dumb weight bench. Make cash, clear space. Visit PremierMetalGroup.com or either of Premier Metal's state-of-the-art facilities. West Linden Avenue in East Rochester, just minutes off 490, or 11 Carn Street in Rochester, just minutes off 390. Premier Metal. Be a metal magician and turn that metal into cash with Premier Metal.
Busted flat in Baton Rouge, waiting for a train, and I was feeling near as faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed a diesel down just before it rained and rode us all the way to New Orleans.
This is Janis Joplin. My dad, at one point, a married man with 3 kids, bought a Fiero.
Why do I not know what that is?
Well, because you're young.
It's a small ass car.
It-
Okay.
2-seater.
Yeah, it's a 2-seater, sporty-looking car, not really built for anything.
Yeah.
From Pontiac. It was the Pontiac Fiero, and I think I never even looked into this. Just from the name and the styling, it was based on the Ferrari.
Okay.
Okay, so he would crank Janis Joplin, no matter who was in the car. It would be me, and I think all of us loved this. And my sister, when we were having our late night drinking night, she sang it very well on the dock. But while I'm up there, all of a sudden it explodes with the CEO of Astronomer being caught on the Kiss Cam at a Coldplay show, I believe at Gillette Stadium. Pretty
Is
sure.
that where it was?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in
Okay.
Boston. And then I find out that they spend their summers in Kennebunk.
Oh.
And then I find out someone who dropped off blueberry cheesecake to the house. This woman had golfed with that guy's, the CEO's wife earlier. The kids are camp counselors at some day camp up on the beach.
Oh, my
Right. So they're
God.
like entrenched in there. And I was like, I thought that's the ripple effect.
Mm-hmm.
If I saw my buddy's dad with his arms wrapped around, I could not say anything. I would feel bad,
Yeah.
but that would last 5 minutes. And then, then you got to start going, hey man, hey, where's your dad? I'm putting my mom, locking my mom in the basement. You know what I mean? Like that. I don't know. And somebody else in Rochester said, they know someone who he banged before that worked for the company.
Really?
Yeah. So here's my question.
Like
to
a
you.
verified source told you this?
Yep.
Okay.
A verified source told me that there was another woman
Man,
that he.
those men who sleep around. I
Here's
bet
my-
the wife knows and just turned her.
Thank you, Laura. That
I
was
mean,
my question.
yep.
There's no way this woman didn't know.
No.
She had to know that he
No,
was.
I bet she posted family photos on Facebook a lot too.
Oh, maybe. Probably.
It's sort of like
to cover up, to like
Well, just
overcompensate.
Like, you know, yeah.
Well, look, it's a
exactly.
nice life when you're making $500,000 a year.
Yeah.
That's a nice lifestyle, and I'm sure that she probably worked or something too. I don't know what she did.
I forgot. No, she had a decent job.
Yeah.
though.
So that could be a house that made $700,000 to $1 million a year. Mm-hmm. Now all of a sudden, I don't. And Matt pointed this out. It was the greatest observation. I thought as I thought of it too, but later on, he didn't need to do anything.
No.
Yeah.
He just needed to stay cool, calm, and collected.
Just don't act like it's a big deal.
Hide in plain sight.
Yep.
Right? Hide in plain sight. You didn't have to do
there's a
thing.
chance that one of your wife's friends are going to see you,
Yeah.
or vice versa. Her husband's friend. But to do that, you just went viral.
He threw his arms off of her.
They turned around and hid. He ducked down.
He ducked.
I mean,
He was like a grenade fucking came at him, ducked.
It did.
Yeah,
It's about to.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the amount of lawyers have called her?
I mean, this went everywhere to the
yeah.
point where the Philly Fanatic.
Oh, yeah.
They did the
You
whole
see that? It was great. Oh, my God. Leave it to fucking Philadelphia. Probably the best thing they've ever done, but fuck them
I
assholes.
was thinking of you because you hate Philadelphia. I thought that's really
I
funny.
mean, celebrities are talking about it. Like, the memes have been amazing.
Yeah, they
It
have.
is what me, my sister, some of my friends, all we're doing
Yeah.
all day is sending
They're
the
great.
memes about it back and forth. My sister sent me this one that I thought was the best. It was like Lego. It was like my first affair, and it
Yeah.
was like
Did you see the Patrick Mahomes and the referee one?
no.
No.
Oh, yeah, there's one.
Oh, like
Is-
hugging
did they
behind.
do it with AI or something?
Yeah, they must have.
Oh, that's amazing. I know I haven't seen that. But if that guy stayed calm, that's the thing. Is like your knee-jerk reaction to anything in life, fucking wait a beat. Just wait a beat. That
Yeah, they
camera-
could have just waved.
They could have.
They didn't have to do anything. The camera would not. If you're boring, the camera goes off of you.
She didn't even move. It was him that was like,
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh my God.
And then she just turned around. I mean,
Yeah.
her face, it was great, though,
Yeah.
and her jaw dropped. But what'd you think? It was a possibility of it happening.
Well, and then his statement, but they said that right before Coldplay did say, like, all right, we're going to do the kiss cam now,
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, like, he's like saying you
That's
took a
even worse.
private
You're a
moment.
dumbass. Yeah, well,
But no.
there's no private moment at a concert.
not in
Sorry.
public.
No.
No, not in social media this day and age.
Yeah.
Nothing's private.
Man, I mean, there's something like I feel bad for the kids, the wife. It's embarrassing with that how this all came out, especially for the kids to find out that your parent had an affair that way.
It's going to suck for the kids because they're going to get so much fun made of them. I think the oldest one was only like 8, right?
Oh, I thought that they were a
No, I
little
think one's in
older.
college and one. Yeah,
No.
there were 2 boys, and I think
I
they're in
think
college. I don't know
her
about
kids
her
are
kids.
younger.
Are probably younger. His kids
Oh.
are college.
Oh, they're
So they should be okay.
college are okay then, yeah.
Yeah, I think, or one's,
So like my dad's a slut.
yeah. Hey, man, Dad pulling some good tail.
Yeah, true. Not really though.
Hey, can I talk to your dad about what goes on with the CEO? Because I just, it sounds great.
I want an intern.
Yeah.
I also asked my friend who's head of HR at her company, I was like, how many memes have you got? And she's like, oh, the HR memes are great.
Yeah.
So.
Because that woman was HR.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Man, when HR's doing that, you got to get
I
away with
know.
anything in
I
that
know.
company. That's amazing. But has anybody ever found out? Because I do know someone who found out that their parent was having an affair by being over at a high school party, walking into the bedroom, and there's a framed picture of her mom. And the dad was divorced, but her mom was still married. And that's slowly...
Wait, I'm confused.
So
Yeah.
I know somebody whose mother was having an affair, married,
Okay.
with a divorced man.
Mm-hmm.
The divorced man had a
party
framed
was at his
picture.
house, yeah.
The party was at his kid was throwing the party because he was out of town, and there was a framed picture.
So
of him.
he wasn't really
fucking
divorced.
does that during an affair though?
Right.
Who the fuck has a framed
that's
picture
the
of somebody?
Dumbest thing I've ever heard in my whole entire
had a
life.
framed picture.
Oh, he's still married, but here's the
No.
framed
No,
picture.
he was divorced.
He's not. He's divorced.
He was single.
He's single and he's living.
She
on his
was
own.
married.
She
Right,
was
but
married.
why would he have a picture of somebody
I don't
that's
know.
still married?
That's
It was in his bedroom. Probably just like looking at it. I don't know.
I should talk.
I miss you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would think no one's going to see this. And then she saw it, and
It shouldn't exist.
I think the kid knew, but they never said anything. And then it kind of came out, and the mother, and father split. But it was, I just, what a way to find out, right? You'd want, I guess the best thing to do is to admit it if you're, I don't know what the best thing to do is. No, I'm
Yeah, no,
I'm not trying to be.
I know.
Some guy was just pounding her from behind. And all of a sudden, she looks up and there's her mom in a picture with a guy. I mean, what the fuck? This can't happen.
I don't know that it was exactly like that. I think that it was one of these. Yeah, you wound up in the bedroom. Maybe you were going to the bathroom off there. I'm not sure, but yeah, you know what? It does raise some questions, man.
Yeah.
It does raise some questions.
What you doing in that bedroom? That means it was the father's bedroom as well.
It was the father's bedroom. Yes. That's
Still
at least.
weird.
I mean, I'm sure that people get caught in public at events, but I just think it's the whole Jumbotron, that's the whole media circus.
Yeah, I mean, I knew people who would go out of town. Like when I say out of town, Buffalo.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, instead of hanging around here for restaurants and things like that. But
maybe that's what they did. Maybe they were out of town, sort of, at least like that. Maybe it wasn't like in the
his wife's
hometown?
in Kennebunk. That's a good, I think, 2 hours from Boston.
Oh, okay.
And so I think they were a Boston-based company.
It was a Boston company. I know
So
that.
he was there for a work event.
But his wife and
I had a couple of friends who went to Coldplay up in Toronto, and I asked one of them the other day. I was like, "Did you wish that whole scenario happened at the concert that you were at?" She was like, "Yes." So.
did he reference it at all? Because he's
No, it was
because
before,
Toronto was before.
Yeah.
Oh,
The next one would have been great.
I know. That's what I want to know. What
And
was that?
my son is in Nashville right now because his buddy
they're
wanted
playing
to
in
go to
Nashville
Coldplay.
right now.
So they're
Really?
they're going to show. I don't know if it's tonight or not, but I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah, find out if they make any reference to it.
Yeah.
It became
Coldplay
the
did-
biggest
It's
fucking
gonna,
thing.
They tweeted like there's going to be a camera-free section for all those and their side pieces. Like,
Well, Luke Bryan sat down the other night before he played a slow song, and he says, "Hey, before you think about it, there's going to be cameras and videos, and the kiss cam's going to show. So if you got your side piece here, make sure you separate yourselves right now before you get caught. Because it's not my fault if you do."
well, I know what's funny is right before this all came out last Saturday, not like 2 days ago, but the week before, I went to Brad Paisley, and they had the kiss cam there. And there's this couple making out on it, and it's my fucking neighbors. And I text Lonnie. I was like, "Guys, can you chill out?" And she was like, "Oh my God, we were on it for so long." I'm like, "Yeah, because you
As
and
long
Matt
as you're
had
doing something,
your
they're gonna
tongues down
continue.
each other's
Yeah.
throat." Like,
Wow.
but I thought it was funny because then that happened right before this all came out.
Yeah, this was. I've never seen anything go that quickly, like blow up everywhere. And I get it. We don't have a lot of other news happen in summer and kind of shit, but still, man, it's fucking the worst. The worst.
Amazing.
I found a book that you may want to read. It is about a woman and her brother's a writer, and he convinced her to write a book about her time as a flight attendant on private jets. It's called The Mile High Club Confessions of a Private Jet Flight Attendant. And she opened, it says here that I guess they make 6-figure salaries.
Damn.
I don't know. She said she was 32 years old. She was offered her dream job as a private jet flight attendant and promised a 6-figure salary, trips to luxury resorts, and full benefits. It seemed too good to be true.
Well, it's a private one, so that makes sense.
Yeah, right. And so you would be on call when they want, right? Over the course of 2 phone interviews, the pilot continually hinted at the quote-unquote alternative lifestyle, Laura, of the plane's owner. A religious man who split his time flying with his family half the month and with his girlfriends the other. Yeah.
Religious guy.
That's what it says here. I don't know.
It is.
It sounds like the makings of a porno.
As the conversation went on, it became clear the role involved participating in orgies with the girlfriends on board while the owner watched. And the pilot said to this woman, and she has it in quotes for the book, "We only fly them once a month, so it's not like you have to be a lesbian. You would just need to have fun with them."
And you're only getting 6 figures for this?
I guess. So
if the person
6 figures, I'm in.
person has a private jet, though, you would think
private
that-
jet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You would think.
Well, the private jet alone is going to cost you so much stuff. Then you got to pay the
Yeah.
pilots, and you
So
need a
that's why I'm
co-pilot.
thinking if you're hiring a full-time like flight attendant
Flight attendant, sex slave.
and as a prostitute,
Yes.
like I mean, that's probably worth more than six figures.
Well,
we don't know,
But
we don't know how long ago this
I'll
was
have
either.
to read the book to
well,
find out.
she's 40. I think it's almost 12 years ago.
Okay,
I think
so
she's
maybe a little
45 now, and
different.
she was 32 when
Yeah.
that happened.
I'm 32 years old, and somebody's offered me $100,000, and I can go on all these vacations,
Yeah,
and I don't
that's
really have to
true.
work a hard job, and I just have
See
to
all
lick
this
some
stuff?
Yeah.
snatch here and there. And I don't see the problem.
But you don't have to lick snatch. It would be you sucking dick.
Well, a
Yeah.
woman?
Yeah.
No.
Well, what
no.
she's saying is if
I
it
see
was
what you're
men.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's trying to make it.
Yeah.
Ah, whoa. No one said anything about balls on my chin. And she didn't take that job. But no, she
Why
took,
not?
I guess she didn't want to be part of that. I was wondering. But she did talk about, other people and some people being assholes, and they hit turbulence, and some lady's dog jumped, and she said she actually pushed me into another seat, yelling that her dogs are delicate and like the turbulence is my fault. Like, you mean to the assholes? And then she said most of the people were miserable, but she goes, this is their, private planes are like a flying living room. She goes, it's their house.
Yeah.
So she's like, a lot of times if they would start to have sex, you'd just step up to the front of the plane. They'd be banging on the couch. They'd be banging in the galley.
Can we step back? Can we step back a second?
Yes, sir.
You mean to tell me you wouldn't go on a private jet for six figures to blow a guy?
No, but
No,
this
she
isn't
would-
blowing.
Yeah,
No,
she had to
if
be the
that's your
girls.
annual salary, and I'm saying that you have to, that's
Same
your
sex.
job, but
She'd
then
have to be
you
with
also
women.
have to participate in orgies once a month.
Right.
But no, I'm just saying that.
You wouldn't do that for six figures?
No, I'm just saying that.
I think you
no,
would do.
I
I think you do.
Yeah,
it for
no,
a
I
couple
probably
dollars.
would.
Especially the part she can watch. That's
Yeah.
definitely.
No, I would. But what I'm saying is, if that was your career and somebody offered you that, but it was like, it seems like they should offer you more money.
It's another.
Yeah.
It's under
I don't know.
duties.
Yeah.
Get down to paragraph D.
I mean,
Yeah,
what is it?
stipulations.
What do they start at?
Like
Now it's a lot different. but
$40,
A
what-
flight
50
attendant.
grand?
I
Yeah.
think they start that high.
A flight attendant
being-
for an airline?
Yeah, they're
I bet
right.
you it's less than
But
that.
no, you get paid. It sucks because you only get paid wheels up to wheels down.
Right.
Like, because I have a couple of friends who have been flight attendants, and they've talked about like those layovers, you don't get paid. Like,
Right.
And then they have the rules that if you get timed out, like for, your flight is delayed, then you can't go on the next flight because you have to have your
So many
legal
hours.
rest
Yeah.
hours and everything. So,
Have they ever blown a pilot before?
have I ever blown?
No,
a
have
pilot?
they ever? Your friends that are stewardess,
Oh.
have they ever blown a pilot?
I have no idea.
I'm
I dated a
surprised.
pilot for a little bit, so
Yeah? Did you get your
Yeah.
wings?
I did.
You're in your wings?
Man, those wings keep
Yeah.
those wings keep coming up for every conversation, don't they?
This
Brad,
was when I was in college.
Well, in college you dated him?
Yeah.
Now, did you join the club?
No.
What kind of pilot was he, though? Small?
He was training.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
at Embry-Riddle.
Okay, yep.
And he let me fly the plane, so that was really fucking cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking intelligent. Real fucking intelligent that guy is.
oh God,
Oh, you never flown a plane before. Just try it
Go
out.
ahead.
Nothing bad can happen.
Anyone can do it, Laura.
was
You
great.
try.
I actually flew a plane again like a year and a half ago. When I went down to Dallas, my friend's husband is a pilot.
Pilot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just small aircrafts, and he let me take over for a little bit in Dallas.
My 10-year-old student
awesome.
just got back from Florida, and he claims he flew the plane. I think that's more safe than you flying it.
Why? I mean, I understand.
I don't
why.
know. I think between
It's like putting your kid on your lap when you're driving,
Yes.
at 10 miles per hour, and you let the kid steer. Oh, thanks, Dad.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
That's what she
exactly.
did.
Yeah.
That's a
Shut
Laura.
up.
Now it makes sense.
She sat on his lap.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
that's-
I'm surprised you didn't gain your Mile High Club.
It was a small prop plane,
Yeah, but if you're sitting on the
Thought
right
you were talking
spot.
about something else. I heard small prop. Anything else?
So anyway, if you're looking for summer reading, Mile High Club, Confessions of a Private Jet Flight Attendant.
I'm very interested.
If there is something intriguing about it, don't you
Oh,
like
yeah.
knowing about, because that's a whole different world I don't know about.
Yeah.
I've never been in a private plane.
But she started off with that, and like that's all downhill from that.
I would think so too. I don't know that that's where that is in the book.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure.
'Cause that's what people are looking to read about.
Of course.
I don't want to hear about the lady that pushed
No.
you because her stupid little dog had, turbulence.
Nah, I don't care about that.
Who cares about that?
Yeah, I want to hear about the orgy. My father once rented. He thought it was Flash Gordon,
Flash Gordon?
and instead it was Flesh Gordon.
Flash Gordon's the best movie ever. Are you kidding me?
How the fuck do you know
Is
Flesh
it a porno?
It is.
It's a softcore porno.
It's pretty, I guess. So somehow it wound up I was homesick and he got Flash Gordon, and it wasn't Flash Gordon, it was Flesh Gordon. So I'm watching this, and all of a sudden he comes through, ah! But they're flying in a plane, and the plane gets hit by some weird sex ray, entire plane. And now everybody, Matt, is standing up. They're taking off their clothes. They're fucking licking, sucking.
I love 70s and 80s porn, I swear.
Yeah, it was Flesh Gordon. It's so funny that you knew that.
Flash Gordon,
Yeah. He got Flesh Gordon by accident.
I'm not sure why that surprises you.
What?
Why would Mark not know about
I
porn?
don't know.
I don't watch. That's one thing I don't
understand,
watch is
but
porn.
Flesh Gordon?
Flash Gordon.
I
had a guy I worked with that was a big fan of the movie, and I saw it because he let me borrow it, and this is only like 20 years ago. Because
it was right. Am I right? Don't they hit it with a ray and you see the glow around?
It's supposed
the
to be just like Flash Gordon,
and then everybody gets all. They're all banging. That's all I got to see because he
Love
came running
potion
in,
number 9.
and he took it out. He goes, oh, and he went back to the place. Goes, you really need to be careful with your titles because it was in the Flash Gordon box, but it's the Flesh Gordon movie.
Oh, somebody did that on purpose.
Yeah, of course they did.
That's
Or an
great.
I go,
idiot.
that's awesome.
That is great.
How funny is that? Like,
How
I
old
gave
were
me a
you?
story. I had to be like 10, I think.
That's great.
Oh my god, I'm like imagining Lucas watch something like that
Yeah.
right now.
Right. Shit, man. These kids got it so easy. This is why I always sort of joke, like, we're never going to have another great guitarist. There's not going to be that kid that just sits in his room and plays and plays and plays until he figures it out. And the reason is you got
YouTube?
porn anywhere you want.
Oh,
Porn. Because they'll be up there just jerking off. I didn't have that access to porn. Even when there was more access than was available for my dad, it was the squiggly lines.
Yeah.
You remember that? You'd be watching every once in a while, you'd see a nipple,
boob.
an areola.
So true.
Maybe you see a kneecap. You're like, oh, yes, that's what it was. You had to really earn it.
the basement that I was working in today, the guy was like, "Oh, this is my sentimental bin," and I like went to move it to a different size bin, and it was all like Playboys from 2004, 2006.
That's a sentimental bin. That's funny.
I was laughing.
Well, there might be. I think that if you went through there, you could start to see like the progression of pubic hair. Like, progression in terms of the lack of.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
96.
I swear that
she
was.
said 2004, not 1984 or 1994.
No, but I'm saying like yes, true.
Like
but
they were
I
getting
think
out of it
I think
in
porn it was a dictator in this, and the two fit chicks did a podcast before us, and this came up.
The dicks.
This is,
I just want to say, I did not say that.
this came up, right? And I said something about seeing people in the gym in the locker room and how.
Yeah.
And I said I think I know what it was. These are older women, and one was 49 and she went on a dating app, and she kept getting hits from like 24-year-old guys. And she goes, I don't get it. She's like, there was nobody really my age. It was all younger guys. And she's looking around and she goes, why do you think that is? What do you think that is? And they're bantering. I go, porn. And they go, what? I go, absolutely. Stepmom porn was one of the biggest. I don't think it is anymore, but it was one of the biggest. She's like, yeah, well, I thought the guys had fantasy. I go, yes, they do. And I said, it's still a compliment. You know, there are some moms you just go, that's a mom. And you keep walking.
It's a serious. I would think that's a serious compliment.
Yeah.
So a 24-year-old kid is looking at you at 49, 50 years old. That's a high form.
Also,
of
that
compliment.
means that she has her range
Yeah.
that she
Yes,
would
sure.
date
Yeah.
that young too.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Or maybe she just doesn't have it set. I don't know.
Oh.
No, you have to.
Oh, you have to?
I think
Oh.
you have to choose a range.
Yeah, so
Okay.
she has a 24.
All
She
right.
set that way.
All right. See, now I don't know
Yeah.
this about the dating apps. But then I said something about I go, yeah. I said, porn, even pubic hairstyles. And then she said, you know what? When I saw Pam Anderson, I go, on the boat, that was a porno. She goes, yeah. She goes, she had no hair. And I went, oh, I should try that.
Yeah.
And I went, there you go. Mm-hmm. There it is. So maybe it was Pam Anderson that changed it. I don't even know. I don't even know. All right, we'll take a moment. I just have to do one tiny political thing. Just tiny. Nothing big. I promise. Just be quick.
Nothing big like the Epstein list?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. We'll get to that right after this. Got a home improvement conundrum? Time to call in the superheroes, Mac of all trades. Leaky faucet, wall that mysteriously has a hole in it. Kitchen looking like it's stuck in the 90s. Mac of all trades is here to save the day. No capes, just expert repairs, remodeling, and handyman services that get the job done right. Call them today at 585-202-9218. That's 585-202-9218. Or visit them online at macofalltrades.net, because every home needs a hero. Mac of all trades. Connors and Ferris handles workers' comp, Social Security disability, and personal injury cases. Listen, I get it. Workers' comp claims can be a real pain. But Connors and Ferris are here to fight for you and get you the compensation you deserve. Whether you threw out your back on the job, slipped when you should have gripped, or your boss thinks overtime means free labor. Spoiler, it doesn't. They've got your back at Connors and Ferris. With offices in New York City, Syracuse, Rochester, and Buffalo, they're the go-to team for getting the compensation you deserve. No gimmicks, no nonsense, just real results. Call Connors and Ferris, 262-COMP. That's 262-COMP for Connors and Ferris.
Wanna put on that dress that all the bad boys like. I know your daddy ain't home, so ride with me tonight. You always wind up here in a puddle of tears.
Zach Bryan, Oklahoma Smoke Show.
Are out and they're angry and they're looking for blood in the back of a blue old pickup.
What's this song? Oranges.
Pink Skies.
I thought there was an orange in the title. No? I know Pink Sky.
Okay.
Zach Bryan. Is there a song, Orange something?
I don't know his songs that well.
Okay, because he played just down at MetLife Stadium. I know someone who went, and there was a little disappointment he didn't play that song. But I like this.
And I think if I remember right, maybe I dreamt this, but I heard
something in the orange.
Zach Bryan?
Yeah, he says, I've done enough, I've made enough money that he's going to stop touring and everything.
It's probably a lot, and
he went through a lot.
He just
him
went.
and his girl broke up.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
and then offered $12 million to not say anything.
Yeah.
What was she doing? Singing somebody else's song, and he got pissed off. I read that.
I don't remember.
She was coming up the stairs singing somebody else. Oh, whatever.
That was a Saved by the Bell episode.
Well, this is real life. I think it really did happen.
Yeah,
not kidding.
Maybe it was debate. Maybe it was that's where the Saved by the Bell is based.
Here's the little political thing I want to say. CBS is ending the Stephen Colbert show. This has nothing to do with fascism, and it has nothing to do with the government. It just doesn't. Because they wouldn't let him stay till May if that were the case. He's staying in May to finish out the contract. They just don't do that. And late night is just not making the money it used to, period. Because so many people watch the clips online that they're not getting the revenue. And you may see that more and more. And as you know, I have a little insight to some, not a lot, but there's been some fear of that. And so when I see all this stuff, it has nothing to do with that. I think it would be a great story, but it has nothing to do with that. I will tell you this. I think we're taping this on a Monday. They brought back Jon Stewart on the Daily Show. I think he does it once a week now, and they have different hosts throughout the week since Trevor Noah left. And it's his company that owns The Late Show.
It's Jon Stewart?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, and CBS owns Viacom, or they're the same which owns Comedy Central. The only reason I bring this up is maybe he'll quit on air. He's got enough money. He's rich. Maybe he'll stand up for his boy and go, this is bullshit or whatever, and quit on air. It might be compelling. The last time late night had some drama was when David Letterman admitted to having an affair and said, I'm getting out of front of this so you can't basically bend me over and do all this shit. And look, no politics aside in terms of Colbert or whatever, that's not the case. We're not there. Mm-hmm. We're not there in this country. I know people get worried, but we're not there. And I just feel like, I don't know why. It was hanging on my head. I'm like, I feel like I got to say this because there's so many, no, we're not. It's not. It comes down to revenue. By the way, what did you, and I don't mean this as you in the room, anybody, what have you watched last? Probably something on a streaming service, not something on a network. And that's part of the reason this is all happening. But
reality TV takes over.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I watched Love Island, 2 episodes. Has anybody watched Love Island?
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't.
Natalie tried to get me to do it. I did 2 episodes.
That's it. Matt, it's the fucking worst.
It is terrible.
It's so bad. But
It's so bad.
But have you watched any of it?
No.
Oh, I would love to have you watch the first episode when they have to, okay, so it would be me, Matt, Mark. We're over here, you and a couple of your girlfriends, and they get to go up and pick. So we're standing on these platforms,
Okay.
and you get to pick 2 guys that you wouldn't mind being with, and you get to kiss them both. And
just from looking?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just met them.
But not 2 separate times. You kiss one and then the other one.
And then the other one. Right away.
I'm like, the hell you're going to go kiss that guy and then come kiss me. Sorry, it's not happening. I'm like, no, bitch, keep moving in.
One dude gave the cheek.
Yeah.
One dude gave the cheek. But some of these people, I mean, they went all in.
Everyone gets to choose everyone. So
wait, and then if you pick, let's say Matt, right? Mm-hmm. And then here comes another chick, and she goes, you know what? Fuck that bitch. And goes over. She can steal Matt and make out with Matt in front of you. Or kiss Matt. I think that's where somebody was sort of a gentleman. And
we should get you on the show.
Get me on But I was like, wow. And I go, it's on a streaming service.
I mean,
it's getting tons of talk.
I've heard.
What do you think's happening in network TV, guys?
I heard people going crazy about it. I even saw people at CMAC last week. I forget what concert it was, either Brad Paisley or Hosier, that they were watching the finale while the concert was going on.
At
it was
the
Hosier.
Fucking show?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's big.
Like, I saw people.
Yeah.
Like,
everywhere you go, you hear people
someone
talking
on
about
radio that I know, I ran into her in one of the tents.
Yeah.
And she stayed under the one VIP tent and was watching it while at the concert.
At the Hosier show?
Yeah, and she posted it.
That's fucking wild. Okay. That's all I'm saying. I only watched
people
those
are
first
obsessed,
2 episodes.
but I don't know it. I don't know the premise. I've just heard it's a dating show.
It's a dating show, but I think it's on Peacock.
I think it's Peacock.
Yeah, I think it is on Peacock, which would,
Yeah.
even the networks are starting to get smart and go, well, there's no way that could be on TV. Right. And I think they swear in it too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And there's drinking, stuff like that, so they couldn't do it. Yeah.
And I also heard that there's sex on camera.
I haven't seen that yet.
Most of them is the dark rooms, and they got
Okay.
the light cameras. You can see a little bit, but not much.
So-
and the ones other shows, not in Love Island, but
Love Island, I haven't. Have you watched any of this, Mark?
No.
I think you should.
Nah, I got enough shit going on.
All right. I don't know.
Enough
I
shit
just
to
thought
watch.
maybe you might like it.
It's up my alley, but it's just I got so much other stuff.
So once everybody's coupled up, then they have to sleep in the same bed. Right?
Okay.
Okay.
right away too.
Right away. But
that night.
Yeah, but it's like a 1930s hospital ward where all the beds are in the same room up
What
against
the
the wall.
Maybe
I know.
Maybe I should watch this.
This doesn't sound like fun.
Here's
But
the
then,
thing.
do they date each other, or it's okay? Say you guys are on a platform. I
Right.
choose Mark.
Yeah.
Is am I then in a relationship with Mark? What if he's a bad kisser?
Well,
you already knew.
You already knew. That's why you made out
first
with
thing
him.
you did is
That's
kiss.
the first thing you did.
Okay.
Yeah, when you chose him, you get to make out with him or just kiss him or whatever.
Okay.
One girl who says she's a Christian and all this stuff, I mean, Jesus Christ, she was wearing the birthday suit that
Those are
God
the
gave
ones.
her.
when you start out with I'm a Christian, that means you're a fucking whore and you suck more dick than anybody. Says the person that went to a Catholic school.
Especially the Catholic ones.
Right.
Well, remember,
I
I watched the first episode of the 2-part Billy Joel docuseries. It's on HBO Max.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think you'll really like it.
Really good.
And it talks about the song where he goes, Catholic girls start much too late. And
we were not allowed.
They were banned from like all these Catholic universities and everything.
We could not play that song at Mother of Sorrows. That song was we bring our little boom boxes. Yeah. That song could not be played.
Of course not.
So, but everything in the song's true.
Well, this is what I
mean. He was right.
He said it was the greatest thing to happen because every kid then was like, "Oh, what's this? I got to go find it and buy it." So that worked out. But yeah, that girl said she's a Christian on the show, and she was
probably
only
sucking more dick than anybody.
She was only kissing the guys on the cheek. Remember her?
Yes,
attractive.
Is that the one that got kicked off?
Yeah, probably.
Know. She's 22.
Well, there's one that got kicked off for using
a racial slur.
Yeah, racial slur.
See, like I hear
not
about
in the show,
things.
but years ago, and it came up.
Wait a minute, you can't use the racial slur years ago?
Guess not.
Not that I have, but still.
No, I understand. But here's why I always cringe at that sort of stuff is that if we're trying to make a better society and you no longer do it and you see the error of your ways and you're human and you've corrected it, why are we punishing you for
that? That is true. I'm getting sick of that bullshit.
But it is. It's like rubbing your nose. A dog, like the dog shit on the rug last week. Hasn't done it since or 2 months ago, but let me just rub his nose where the spot was to remind him.
Every political campaign has got it happening.
I hate it.
Everything brought up from 20 years ago, you did. You
fucking hate it.
You had an affair 20 years ago, you're still an asshole cheater. You know, you said some stupid thing, and that's what you really believe.
What would everybody say if this CEO wound up staying with his wife?
Right. There's nothing saying that she's going to leave him.
No. What's to say that they don't, somehow go through therapy and work it out? But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. The whole thing is, we have too much information now. We just do.
It's true.
Social media.
I mean, there's people at my job that don't like me because of what I've done in my past. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not
no.
But what I've done, like when I was in, I maybe dated one of their aunts and I didn't realize.
Any more? Do you want to give more to that story? No?
I better not.
I don't know.
Come on.
But yes, it's all over social media, that show.
Yeah.
You can't get away from it. And that's where I'm going, and that's what everybody's talking about and wants to watch. Why don't you think these late shows they're not going to last?
Yeah.
None of them.
I don't think I've watched anything except for sports on regular TV. Everything I watch is even when I watch the soaps, it's on Paramount. I come home and I'll throw it on when it's on Paramount. I don't even watch that on. We don't even have cable where I live anymore. We just get rid of it.
I don't think most people have cable.
Get rid of it.
A lot of people don't. No, I couldn't say.
I love the fact that you were that. Now you don't have to answer this, but Natalie, does she like the show?
Yeah,
she's into it.
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
No, we've watched Love is Blind. That one's not as bad.
Oh, I watched Love is Blind.
Here's the problem. This is what I want them to do, and this would make it be huge, right?
Yeah.
All these people, 99% of them are beautiful and good-looking guys and girls.
Yeah.
Put some fat, ugly people in
there too.
Oh, can you imagine?
It reality.
It's match, and all of a sudden you come out, and there's a guy standing there 400 pounds.
How?
Does the girl still love him?
Oh,
right.
Love is Blind.
Yes.
Right.
That
Absolutely.
would be somebody. You'd make billions by doing this.
The real world should have done that.
Yes.
You put 7 people in the house. Put somebody who's handicapped, somebody who's beautiful, somebody who's retarded. You know what I mean?
No.
You mix them up. No, I'm just saying. You mix them up.
Your phone is going to be ringing for jobs. Hey, buddy, we want to
HR's
pick
calling.
your brain. No.
Maybe you'll go on a date with HR.
No, but I understand what you're saying.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, I think I like Matt's idea, but if you took it, what if you took?
The problem is if you put them people in a house together, they see each other up front, so they can decide this is. But Love is Blind. Like
you can't.
They're telling each other they love each other and they're
getting
engaged. They're getting engaged. Can you imagine opening that door and seeing something you totally didn't expect to see?
Yeah. Well, and there has been some where then they're like, oh, like immediate.
Has he?
You can tell.
I think I remember seeing one or two.
A couple of seasons ago, there was that. I want to say it was DC. There was that guy Leo. He was an art dealer, tall, Jewish, not great looking.
I might miss.
And then there was the girl Brittany, who was literally like, "I'm supposed to be a
Heiress?
a gold digger wife, whatever it's called."
Yeah.
Like, and he was talking about his Rolexes and how he owns an art dealership and dealer gallery, and she was like eating it up. And then she met him, and immediately, like when they get engaged, he's trying to kiss her, and she's like,
Wow.
Well, I mean, that's what you get when you're a gold digger, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't get a good looking one.
Yeah.
That's right.
You want the money, right?
But there's definitely there was another one that, okay, this is the one like reality show I watch that was Seattle. It was Zach got engaged to this girl, Irina, and then they were on like the honeymoon, and Irina hadn't even kissed him yet. And then she like admitted, like, I'm not sexually attracted to you.
Oh.
He left. He got engaged to his second runner-up, and they got married.
Oh, no.
Oh, look at that.
You were my second choice, but the first one didn't work out.
Blind. It's not blind.
No, but
I mean,
okay.
Man, I'm telling you, just put that spin in there. It'd be the best.
Well, for that show, I'm saying take it even to where you can see people. So you get one really good-looking guy, average-looking. You don't have to go ugly, just average.
Yeah.
Right. This, and then it comes down to how many guys have a great personality and people just love being around them. And would that win out? What if the other guy's just
they need
a
to
bore?
be funny. Like, to me, that's like the top.
Well,
Guy needs to make me laugh.
I know somebody who said, "Yeah, I dated somebody who had a ton of money, boring as shit."
Been there, done that.
Okay.
Or like
also
really
there's a-
good-looking guys that have no fucking personality. It's like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
But there's a type for everybody, right? I mean, you walk into Walmart and you say, holy shit, how did that woman have kids? But somebody did, right?
Yeah.
Somebody liked it. Somebody hit it. Somebody got her pregnant. So somebody could probably match up with people like that.
Probably. That's true. I just wonder if you could see. I'd love to have a contest where they leave and all of a sudden it's the guy with the great personality who's fucking funny as shit.
We should just do this at BTB. That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be.
Love is blind. At
Love is
BTB.
blind at BTV.
Different sections. At the end of that, you choose who you're gonna talk to after that.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
You walk out and there's oh man, that'd be great.
Like it should be like if you think you're between a 4 and a 6,
Yeah.
come try out.
Oh, okay.
You know.
How many people are going to admit?
I admit there are 4, yeah.
I don't think you have to tell them that. You can pick out the contestants. So you do an interview process, and then you pick out the ones that are 4s and 6s, and you throw them in the mix.
Oh, I like this.
Sam would make so much money.
You want to produce a reality show?
Always.
Love is Blind Rochester.
We always have.
Host?
I mean, Rochester's a lot of drama anyway, so it fits in perfect.
It does.
And the
And I
bar
have
business is even worse.
And I have no drama in my life at all right now, so it would be kind of nice to kind of.
Yeah, but it's not your drama.
Right, but it's
You
nice
get
to watch.
stand back and
No,
watch it.
watch the drama.
Yeah.
No,
No,
it's,
drama.
it's great watching. It's just being part of it.
Yeah.
It's being part of it. Who
I
wants
want to watch.
that?
I don't even get to watch. I don't get to
wants
watch
that.
anything anymore. Let's just move on.
All right. Sorry, did I laugh too hard at that? I don't know what's going on with me. You guys we're killing it. I know you got to get home to the kids. I don't want to keep everybody too long. I greatly appreciate you coming out. I was
Told you I'd be here as soon as you called.
No, but I will admit that I was nervous about. I felt like I had to say something why we went dark, and I had already mentioned that this is what's happening. But what actually concluded up, and somebody's like, "You think you'll cry?" And I'm like, "No, it's kind of cold if you don't." I go, "Well, I cried it all."
I was gonna say, yeah, you've had a month to cry. This has been going on.
Well, yeah.
I mean, quite a few weeks.
You've had a few
You
weeks.
start crying. we'll start making fun of you. So that's what.
And that's what I would have liked anyway. Hey, you big pussy.
What a pussy.
Yeah. What happened? Your dad died?
Did your dad tell you not to cry like a little
Yeah,
bitch?
your dad was so disappointed in you.
You're letting your dad down.
We're bringing up all the childhood trauma here.
Yes, all that
God.
stuff.
Don't you aspirate? Come on.
I know.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I
He's
heard it
just
runs
a-
in the family.
It does. It is contagious,
We're
and it
pulling
does.
the plug on you.
He did used to sing when he would help me with my homework. You are so stupid, and I am so smart. When he did do that, you know.
Oh, Maranimal.
Ah, it was just a fun thing. For Laura, from Matt, BTB, baby. Get out there. August 16th is a big concert. It's going to be a whole lot of fun with the M80s and the Zach Bryan
Do you have
tribute
to say
band.
that we are postponing the brunch cast? Don't forget.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hold on one second.
Good to know.
I'll start this over.
Sorry,
We are
I mean, screw
postponing
it.
the brunch cast because I do have to go back to Maine for the services on Saturday, and I wouldn't be coming back until Sunday later.
Good to know.
Yes.
Because it was in my calendar. I'll
Yes.
probably still show up.
Oh, good. Still show up because there's always a story when you're around, and we will do it. We will do it in August for sure. I think we just sort of make it a regular thing. I'm open to that. And for Mark, who always had an eye for talent, an eye for talent, music, everything. I'm Bill Moran. We'll see you tomorrow.
I woke up in a hotel, didn't know what to do. I turned the TV on and wrote a letter to you. The news was talking about a dragnet up on the interstate.